It's 10 towns in 10 days, sponsored by Diamond RV and Big Y World-Class Markets.
Second week, halfway through, we're visiting local communities and learning about what makes each town or city special, the people, the culture, and the businesses.
Well, while we're there, we're giving back, donating to a charity in that town. Meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff joins us now with more from today's stop. Headed to Northampton, right, Jacob?
You're exactly right, Dave and Beth. Yeah, Northampton has a really cool history, and in addition to being a science geek, I'm also a history nerd, and history is something that really runs deep in the Northampton area. Take a look at day 6 of 10 towns in 10 days. Downtown, Daniel Evans has been strumming his guitar in Northampton for 15 years before semi-retirement last June.
This is the only community, and I've traveled out of the country, around the country, where rich, poor, businessmen, the police, the politician, everybody talks to each other.
Officially a city, Northampton has long been a hub for artists, musicians, and academics.
In such a small town, it's kind of crazy that we have so many different music venues. I mean, the Academy of Music is right there, and then we have the Calvin, we have Iron Horse. So
known as such an accepting place.
We're very welcoming. We bring a lot of different people into one. There's a lot of different races and culture.
Long before Smith College became the campus of today, the college president's cows actually grazed on the grass.
For Smith College, first of all, the campus is as beautiful as it is because it was designed by Frederick Law Olmsted, the person who also designed Central Park and the Boston Park systems.
The entire campus is a work of art with nearly 10,000 different plants.
We call it our landscape for learning, so it's got to be a beautiful place that really supports that. But it's part of our mission, the Botanic Gardens mission.
Northampton also saw the start of a young lawyer named Calvin Coolidge, who would go on to be our 30th president. In fact, the only election loss that Coolidge ever suffered was in Northampton.
He ran for school committee in 1904 and lost that election. The seat was vacant, and his friends thought, oh, this would be a next good step for you. And he had just gotten married, and they said, well, you don't have any children yet. And his first child was born 9 months after the loss.
Northampton was a special place for Coolidge.
He does make this his home. He meets his wife here and raises their children here. And he leaves the White House and comes back here to Northampton.
Coolidge isn't the only one to adopt Northampton as a home.
I was born in Holyoke, but when people ask me where my home is, it's Northampton.
Northampton is very unique, made even better with the help of Smith Charities. At 51 Main Street, this building and charitable giving are the last wishes of Oliver Smith.
When you read the 4 corners of the will and you take everything into context, you understand that he was a very charitable man and that he was pro-education.
Smith was a businessman and made his money at an early age.
He was a very fair man, and so he was well respected in his time.
The organization gives monetary gifts to residents of 9 towns who fall into certain categories. Tradesmen, nurses, widows with kids, and new brides are all eligible for help.
We love to see the boys and girls come in and get the tradesperson's gift. They're very grateful. The widows, I think, is the gift that is dearest to my heart, because we hear some very poignant stories about how they use their money.
Smith Charities is a cornerstone in Northampton, and we wanted to make sure that we helped you guys out for helping out the community. So on behalf of Western Mass News, Big Y, and Diamond RV, we wanted to give you $500 to continue the good that you guys are doing.
Oh my Lord, this is a very generous and wonderful gift.
Of course.
Thank you.
Interestingly enough, Smith Vocational School is actually also named after Oliver Smith, creator of the Smith Charities, and it's really great to see the good that he did in that community, and obviously now 120 years later, his good is still out in the community.
Yeah.
So
I have an affinity for Northampton. My career started there. I was born there.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're not ashamed of it, I don't think.
Are you on the Wikipedia page for notable people from Northampton?
No. Not even.
Whoever
Soon.
can edit Wikipedia,
Soon.
go and change that, please.
All right, that was a great story, Jacob.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Well, I'll be visiting 4 more towns this week. Be sure to tune in to Better Western Mass at 12:30 for a live report, and then you can see the full story on Western Mass News right here on